Good morning, TikTok. Good morning, YouTube. Excuse me, I'm going to the shop today so I can get some of this gray washed out. Y'all, guess what happened? I just sit back on the bed for a little bit. Guess what happened this morning? I went outside. It was some coffee left. I was going to make my coffee in the main house. I come out and I always take what's left of the grinds and the pot and I pour it over my garden, right? Black beans. Y'all, my ex, he had sealed up underneath the fence for me. When did he seal it up? 3 days ago with bricks. Because I showed him, I said, look, some is coming back and forth underneath the fence. And so he sealed it up for me with some bricks. Y'all looked around in my garden. Why was it a big old skunk? Almost passed out. They pretty now. They much prettier than on television. But it's the first time I ever seen one in person. I knew it'd be one in the yard because it'd be stinking sometimes. But y'all, that thing was huge. I was like, oh my God, you are big. It wasn't scared, y'all. It did not run from me. So I went to the other side. And I went and took them bricks out so it could get out. Then I went and stood by the porch. And that thing took its time walking like Pepe Le Pew. And looked back at me like, I'm gonna leave this time, bitch. But what about it? You ain't even got no fruit and vegetables on here yet. All you got is leaves. But walked over my stuff with his funky self. Honey, when that thing squirrels up under that sense, I pushed them bricks back and I went in the main house. I woke my woke my ex up, my husband. I was like, look, it was a skunk in the yard. He said, you woke me up for that. Absolutely. I was scared. Absolutely. And that's what I was talking about. How Trump always loud and want to do all this projection. But a man that'll really get at you is quiet. He quiet. He don't bother nobody. He big, but he don't bother nobody. But if you do something to his family, he coming for you. That's why with all of this and these people so proud of Trump and his mugshot, get out of here. Get out of here. That's a driving on a bad driver's license, gangster. Get the F up out of here. But y'all, speaking of skunks, I was thinking about MAGA. And how did the Republican Party allow MAGA to take over? They started it with the Tea Party. And then they let MAGA take completely over, y'all. How did that happen? I used to like Republicans. I might not agree with everything that they did, but here in Tennessee, we used to be able to talk. They weren't mean. They weren't evil people. They just believed in what they believed in, and I believed in what I believed in. And even though some of them were racist, they didn't even know they was racist. You know what I mean? They weren't deliberately trying to keep others down. They just wanted to do their thing and take care of their families. What happened to their party, y'all? I can't get with none of these MAGAs. I don't trust them. They all the original Klan to me. How did they let that shit float to the top? Y'all. And then these people that's moving to Tennessee. Now, y'all, I love me some Tennessee. I don't always like what my state does, but I love my state. How are these people moving? A lot of them saw that move in Nashville and started flooding into Tennessee. But the thing is, we're not getting the good ones, y'all. We getting the mean, hateful, evil ones. That's the ones, huh? Wait a minute, let me finish my TikTok. Let me finish my TikTok. And then I'll take you. I'm finna finish it now, D. Now. But we getting the mean, hateful, evil ones, y'all, that don't care about nobody in Tennessee. They moving here because they think that the white people here are racist. And they're not. You know what I mean? The original ones from Tennessee, we all get along. You know, yeah, we done had some fights and some things through the years. But for the most part, they'll feed you. But these new ones that's moving in, California, Florida. They moving here because they're wicked, and they trying to make our natives wicked. And our natives are like, where the hell are these people coming from? J.D. Vance, I told you he's not a true hillbilly. I know hillbillies. They do not act like J.D. Vance. True ones take care of their families. But now they'll get at you. Don't get it twisted. They don't care what color you are. You fuck with their family, they'll mess you up. But J.D. Vance, he'll sell his soul for a piece of corn. And that's how MAGA is. Y'all, how did they let that happen? That was my ex. I'm going to get ready to take him to the store. Y'all, from an angry black woman out of Tennessee, don't worry about cancel culture. I know this video was all over the place, but I had to tell y'all about that skunk. But don't worry about cancel culture. We got this. The have-nots will defeat the haves. Welcome to the Poor People's Revolution. Y'all let me know how you think MAGA got like that. It's sad. It's sad that the Republicans, the true Republicans, are out and MAGA are in. They ruined the party. They ruined Lincoln's party. Welcome to the Poor People's Revolution.